Welcome friends to Make Space by KP. Thanks for tuning in. I have lots of experience building and working on boats, but it has been years since I've had my own shop. Come along while I set up shop. As many of you know, I've been busy working on Acorn to Arabella, and now that the boat is launched and amazing, I'll continue to sail and work on her. And meanwhile, I will have my own list of projects, but I also have to make my own shop. As I've been gone building and launching Arabella, my honey-do list has grown. So before I get into really building what I want to build, I have to do some things around the house. So join me if you want. Tune in for more episodes on more fun projects. Let's go. Make Space by KP, a boat building and woodworking channel. First up, the bathroom. I might know this, you might know this, but the average box store sink does not support a 9-year-old's weight, so they might get closer to the mirror. Sinks are not designed to support your average 9-year-old. Names shall not be named, blame shall not be placed, but here I have started cleaning up the sink that collapsed. There's a lot of silicone, as you can see here. Yep. More. A fresh view of the plumbing. I'm never gonna be a plumber. And the faucet's dripping too, so we can fix that and clean things up. In defense of any potentially guilty parties, glue seems insufficient. There are no brackets ever holding it up. Scraped off the edge of the sink so that there's a clean space for the glue to stick. I used just a snap knife and a scraper. The scraper has a triangle carbide blade on it. Anyway, I learned something about plumbing too. When you put the drain in, the hole has to correspond with the overflow hole, which comes down and comes out through there. It wasn't though, so it was caked on. There's a big gunky muddy nasty thing there, which was aligned with that hole, which means that entire drain thing was super gross, as evidenced by the little last bits. Ugh. They're not actually brackets or fasteners to go around that sink, so I have to figure out a way to hold the sink up against the marble, thus defying gravity. But I have some ideas.
Ready, action!
My trusty assistant and I thought we could block up the sink and cinch it up with knots, but we were terribly wrong. Okay, this time I will use the same support across the sink, but I'll get much more holding power with a bolt than the rope. But I don't have a bolt long enough to go through that piece of wood, so I made the lower piece for the bolt to go through.
Go away.
As I clean the sink, I load up 4200 on the sink, hoping this form of glue will stay longer than the previous form of glue. To use as a spreader. having him back. Mm-hmm. And he poured a storm. Oh, man. Okay, next, I will tighten that nut that you see attached to the bronze rod that I borrowed from Arabella. Thanks, Steve. First, I'll spread the 4200. Just neat and tidy. As best I can. The YouTube was lying. This isn't nearly as easily as they said. This is so shankety. What the heck? This is gonna be messy. Okay. Right here. Yeah, that's absolutely what I'm doing. I'm playing blocks. Well, how are we looking? That is a nice tower. You see those little wedges in there? Yeah, that's what's holding my sink up. I made a nice contraption wide enough to fit this, but I didn't take into consideration the space that the nut takes up. So it fits beautifully in there, except I can't get it over the nut. These are the things they edit out when they make videos. Meanwhile, I lift the sink thread by thread. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever. The threads are gonna end. The threads end. This isn't going very well.
All we can see is your pockets.
Oh, well. I'm gonna run out of threads. It's going great. What are the chances that this bolt is long enough? I'll just have to hold it up. Because my nice blocking system is only holding up the front side of the sink, not the back side. Oh well. But maybe if I hold it like that. Alright. Now for my next trick, I will remove the long bolt that doesn't have enough threads, replace it with the shorter bolt that has a lot of threads, and not drop the sink. I almost lost it down the drain. This isn't even close. Oh, nuts. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. I can thread this bronze rod, but I don't have my tap and die with me. to do. This is very interesting. Theoretically, could run out of threads again. I really hope. What's the matter? Yeah, I hear that. Ooh, the threads. It's the threads. They're
going better right now than it was. That's exciting.
knock on wood. Not much wood here. It's mostly glue. Hey, the proper size bolt makes a huge difference.
I just finished a bracelet.
Yay!
Because I am bracelet.
This looks like a terrible design.
Don't worry, Kimberly. I'll make you one.
Oh, thanks.
Do you want a keychain that hooks onto your backpack?
Yeah.
Okay. Circle or straight down?
And
And fishtail or not?
what's fishtail?
It's when it's really... It's like this. Oh yeah, I'll come to you.
Okay, I can't look right now. There's got to be an easier way. I just don't know what it is.
And I'll get you a cake charm.
A cake charm?
It's a charm that has cake.
Yes. That sounds great.
Great. What's your favorite color?
Probably blue.
Okay. Blue bracelet.
Might as well tighten it up. Since glue is the only thing that's supposed to hold this thing up. I guess the plumbing lines up. Who can tell? It's covered by blocking. Can it be over tightened? I don't know. I guess the thing that will break is this. That would be unfortunate because the sink will fall. The first time it fell, it had the plumbing to keep it propped up. This time there's no plumbing. It'll just be a bunch of blocks that collapse and the sink will make a big bang. It's really stinky. My trick for this, you don't get it everywhere, is have lots of tiny little rags. Use them for a couple swipes and toss them, but don't toss them in the garbage. Toss them, they can combust. Okay. Well, that's it. That's done. That's gonna be done. Yeah, longer bolt ran out of threads.
Yeah.
Since the sink drain's not centered, the bolt method doesn't exactly work, but the bolt block method seems to work beautifully. Very precarious. So yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you glue up a sink that only adheres to the marble countertop with glue. So you use a bolt and a whole bunch of blocks. And I will do the test. The right tool is great, but sometimes you don't have the right tool. So you have to make do. Oh, there go the blocks, but luckily the sink is standing. So that's how you do it. Just textbook, I'm sure. It's not like Play-Doh. If it drips, you didn't seal it up enough. If it doesn't drip, you did a great job. So let's try it out. How much do you need? Just enough. And if you use too much, it probably squeezes out, and then you wipe it up. If the sink stays in and the main drain doesn't leak, I know I don't need to do it again. I lined up the hole. Seems all right. Let's turn on the water. Screw that in gently. Yeah, I got to play with Legos and silly putty or Play-Doh in this project.
You have tea down there waiting for you. Oh, the water drip. Oh, it's dripping.
Can't turn the cold back on. Wow. Is there, oh, will you hand me that adjustable wrench?
What?
That silver thing that's up here?
Oh, yeah.
The silver thing. It's an adjustable wrench. It's not the proper tool, but it's the only tool I have up here besides a scraper. Okay, we try to turn the cold water on. Great. And off. And then the hot water. Great. Will you blast it for me?
Both are blasting. Or one is, that's hot blasting, that's cold blasting. They're both blasting.
Great. I see no drips. The sink hasn't fallen on me. I'd say we're done.
All right, babe, come have some tea.
Tea time.